Hey guys, welcome back to Diecast Reviews. So I'm doing a mini racer unboxing on two semi-brand new mini 3-packs. These kind of came out over the summer, and of course you're seeing this video kind of in September, but semi-new 3-packs, and of course not exactly new mini racers, but new for the channel, so we'll take a look at them. So first 3-pack here is a next-gen 3-pack. I always love to get the next-gen 3-packs, so we'll be taking a look at here is Michael Rotor. I've shown Jim Reverick recently. I think Tim Treadless has been in his fair share of mini 3-packs. I really like putting him in the 3-packs. There you go. Yeah, it's always interesting which languages they choose to put on the back, right? Because here they've got kind of Russian and maybe Greek. You've got like Spanish, Tim Aileron. I don't think that means that, but anyways, you've got Russian and Greek and I think kind of Spanish, maybe French, and then what was that? Maybe Polish, and then Russian and English. I was interested to see what names they put on there, but regardless, there's the next gen 3-pack, and the other one is I guess the tractor kind of tipping 3-pack. Mater's always in 3-packs. We'll be taking a look at tractor there. He looks pretty cool, and Dirt McQueen as well. Looks really nice. There you can see a lot of names for Lightning McQueen. But, yeah, card art on these are the same. Of course, they're on the same kind of time, and this is the card art they use. But, yeah, enough talking. I'll be right back with both of these 3-packs out of the package. So here are all the minis out of the package. Let's dive right into the review. We'll start with the next-gen 3-pack here. It would be really nice if Mattel released a full field of mini next-gens. I'm not actually sure how many they've released so far. I know they've released a lot. I know they haven't released all of them. Nick Shift is the one that comes right to mind as one they have not yet released as a mini. Of course, Apple Racer as well, but they never released them 55 scale version, so kind of doesn't count there. But he's one, not Nick Shift. Clutch Aid Next Gen Racer. I think it's not Nick Shift. I can't. The name doesn't come to mind right away, but they have not released him as a mini racer. Of course, I'm sure there are others as well, but it'd be nice if they kind of released at least most of them, if not the Apple iCar, all the other ones aside from the Apple Racer. But yeah, I guess we'll take a look quickly here at Tim Treadless and Jim Reverick. I've shown them off before on this channel. Tim has, of course, been in his, like I said, fair share of 3-packs. I really like it. Seems like putting him in next-gen 3-packs. Pretty cool. He's of course also one of the original next gens to be released. Not original, but like he was released on May 1st, if I recall correctly. Although they re-released him with like a metallic finish, but he was definitely kind of one of the early next gens to be released. And one of the last next gens to be, I think the last actually, maybe next gen to be released was Jim Reverick. Yeah, I believe he was the last next gen release to complete the collection. Jim Reverick here, Carbon Cyber 67. Although I believe he was released in mini racer form before he was released as a 1v5 scale diecast. So that's interesting there. But yeah, I think I'm pretty sure I've reviewed him. I showed him off earlier this year. So again, these two not that interesting. We'll be taking a look here at Michael Rotor, the VZ Next Gen. I think he was released kind of smack dab in the middle. So we've got early release, very late release, and then kind of smack dab in the middle. Michael Rotor. But like I said, really do like the detail they get in on these next gens, or mini racers. I mean, it's just incredible. You got the VZ logo there, 39. VZ. I really do like the way the 39 is here on the VZ Next Gen. VZ was always kind of, I'd say he's in the top half of sponsors from Cars 1. The Cars 2 mini racer are a little bit boring. Cars 3 stock car a little boring, but the Cars 3 Next Gen's quite nice. I do like it. I like that it's not a dark color. A lot of the next gen, not a lot, but some of the next gens tend to be kind of dull colors. I like that he's bright. He pops. VZ in there, yellow spoiler. VZ, of course, obviously rookie stripes there. Yellow spoiler does look really nice. And then this side with the 39. Of course, we've got contingency sponsors there as well. And then a nice, mean-looking expression there for Michael Rotor. But, yeah, pretty cool. Really nice to get another next gen to add to the mini eraser collection. Like I said, it'd be really cool if Mattel ended up releasing 35 of the next gens, not counting the Apple eraser. Will I think that happens? Probably not. I doubt. You know, they seem to be re-releasing some next gens, but they seem to be re-releasing a lot of the same next gens too. So I kind of doubt we get to 35. I mean, I don't know. It seems like Mattel's kind of trying to phase away the mini eraser line, which is a shame because it's pretty cool. I really like it. But a lot of the new releases they have for the mini eraser line strictly seem to be related to what's released in the 55 scale version, and they're kind of not making any new mini erasers that, you know, like, for example, take recently, the new mini 3-packs have just been re-releases, and the actual new mini racers have been GRC and Race and Rescue. That's been their new mini racers. So they're re-releasing strictly what's related to the stuff they're doing in the 55 scale version. They're not actually releasing new mini racers themselves. So yeah, it seems like they're trying to phase it away. Unfortunate, but I guess we'll enjoy it while it's still here. But that's the next gen 3-pack. So let's move on to the kind of tractor tipping 3-pack with tractor, Mater, and I think they call him Muddy Lightning McQueen on the package. So take a look in here at Mater, of course, one of the other, I mean, mass-produced mini racers. He's in every 3-pack, it seems like. Yeah, we've all seen mini racer Mater before. Nothing to write home about there. So let's move on to, I guess, a Muddy Lightning McQueen here first. Of course, he's just a normal McQueen, but of course, they've got the dirt tires. I actually think I may have shown this one off before, and also I don't think he should have more contingency sponsors than just those two. It also looks like the Piston Cup logo from Cars 3, which of course I think this is supposed to be Cars. This is obviously a Cars 1 set, so this should be Cars 1 McQueen. So not exactly accurate there, but regardless, so pretty cool. Yeah, that's Muddy McQueen, who's really a Cars 3 version. But here is, I guess, kind of the main piece of this 3-pack. Tractor. I think they just call him Tractor, right? Just Tractor. He looks pretty cool, actually. So I really do like the expression there. It looks really nice. The eyes kind of remind me. It's almost a throwback to the way China used to do eyes. All the other ones kind of you can definitely tell they're Thailand. This looks like a Chinese diecast. Like back in the day when China used to make diecast, they had eyes that looked really similar to that. So pretty cool. Also, really do like the detailing. He's got a nice matte finish too, which is I always enjoy when they do matte finishes on diecast. And he's got really nice detail there all around. Really cool. Of course, he's got that little wheel in the front, which I was trying to roll it here, and it's kind of stuck. But actually, yeah, this front wheel doesn't move. That's why it's not rolling, because it's kind of a rubber bit, the green part here. So it just kind of gets stuck, but it does move along the plastic part. But the rear wheels, of course, roll, and you can tip them, I guess. Nice big rear wheels there. Back. More really nice detailing. I mean, it's impressive how much detail they're able to get into these mini racers. Really cool. There's the roof. And I'm not sure, I remember reading, I don't know if this is accurate, I remember reading somewhere that when they made the tractors, they like back in the day, well, I'm sure it's different now, but back in the day they used to make them where the kind of splatter here was kind of unique for each diecast. I don't know if that's actually really accurate, and certainly not accurate anymore. But I kind of wonder, maybe it's the same for minis, but I kind of doubt it. I kind of doubted it was true to begin with, but it was interesting, because of course they would all be different, but in the movies. But yeah, really cool. That's actually really nice tractor here. I really like the detail they got on him. A nice matte finish. He's really cool. So yeah, let's take a look at all the sets up close. We'll get all the extras on the back here and get these guys up in the front. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you've picked up these sets and what are your thoughts on the mini racer line and the line that Mattel kind of seems to be taking it down. Like I said, it seems like they're trying to phase it out, which I don't know. I'm not really sure what their profit margins are or whatever. Like, obviously the 155 scale diecast sell, that's obvious, but I'm not really sure about the minis, because like there's some packs that if you go to the store, they've been there for a while. It seems like if they release like a new pack, something new, something exciting, those packs tend to sell out. But kind of the packs with a bunch of re-releases, they seem to stick around on shelves. Like I said, these guys came out in what, like early summer 2025. You could still find both of these easily. So like I said, the minis don't seem to be selling, but at the same time it seems to be kind of Mattel's fault because they seem to be re-releasing the same boring stuff. I'm sure if they release new minis, those would sell out. So again, I'm not really sure, but it seems to me like Mattel's kind of trying to maybe move on to something else. I'm not really sure what they'd replace it with, but it seems to be like they're trying to phase out the minis, which is unfortunate, but that's the way it goes sometimes. Hopefully, of course, I'm wrong and they start to maybe make some new stuff again. But let me know your thoughts on all that down in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts on these two packs as well, if you've picked them up or not. Yeah, that'll be the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that like button, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.